Well, hello, everybody. It's been some time since our last podcast. I think, like 4 months, something like that.
Feels like it.
But we are recording on a frigid morning in Medina at 5:48 a.m.
A.M.
Getting the work done.
And the ice festival's going on. So, did you happen to see? Did you see the square?
Yeah, I went through the square.
Okay.
All the ice sculptures and stuff. We were actually going to come last night, but as you know, that got deterred by
It did.
some other things.
Well, Valentine's Day, right?
Well, we try to go every year. Last year we didn't go because Levi was only like one. This year he's a little older, so we're thinking he'll have fun with that. So, yeah, but definitely not last night. It was like negative, or it was like 7 degrees out.
Yes, and it's really cold this morning, but I think it's supposed to warm up into the 30s later today.
I hope so.
So
at least it'll make it interesting, I guess.
Right.
All right, so this podcast, we're not really going to be talking about a whole lot of like health and nutrition stuff. I think we're just going to kind of do a recap since I think we've been gone since October-ish. Kind of recap what's been going on since then. I know Kelly has some fun, interesting stories with her business.
Yep.
I got some news as well. No more kids. There's one coming in April, but there's not an additional. There's only one. There's no twins. Remember? No, I was panicking. She thought we were going to have twins. I was like, no, there's no way. We're not having twins.
Do twins run?
No, they don't.
Okay.
No. So
what would make her think that you would have twins?
I don't know. She's trying to make me go crazy as I already don't have enough to deal with right now.
That's awesome.
All right. So how is Kelly doing this fine, frigid morning on Saturday? Before 6 o'clock. This is definitely not our typical recording time.
It is not, but I'm an early riser, so I'm usually. This morning I woke up at 3:40.
Ooh, I beat you.
You did, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
I mean, are you an early riser naturally, or?
Yeah, well, that's the problem. I like when I was doing like getting up at 4:30 and doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
I was like good. I'm an early riser and I'm a late night. So it's
really?
Like I get a burst of energy at like after work and I'm just like ready to go. Like I was wanting to do stuff at like 10 o'clock last night.
Right.
But obviously I was like, I gotta get some sleep. But I don't know. Because you know those like chronotypes or whatever they're called? Like a bear is like certain sleep pattern. A wolf is like an early riser or a night owl or something.
I have no idea what he's talking about right now.
It's just like it's like an animal that relates to your sleep pattern.
Oh, okay.
So like a wolf, I think is like late nights, and I can't remember what the lions are like. Early morning risers or something. I can't remember, but it kind of just tells you like when your peak energy is. I'm like, well, I like getting up early when I need to, and I feel like this morning I got so much stuff done already.
Yes, I love that feeling. You know, people. I actually just wrote a blog post about this. One of the best habits that I've ever sort of solidified was getting up early and then having like a morning routine.
Right.
Now I naturally wake up early, but if I don't for some reason, it throws off my entire day. So this is actually my time of day. So doing the podcast at this time is not, not
I mean,
a big
if this
deal
works for you, we might just start doing it more often. Because I mean, it's only 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly. Actually, I think that this would work out better for both of us.
Yeah. But, I have a moving alarm clock now. So Levi is out of his like crib into like a toddler makeshift bed. So the first night
Awesome.
he's like, he wakes up in the middle of the night. He's like, mommy. I'm like, and I go in there. I'm like, you can get out of your bed and go grab your stuff and go in our room. That's fine. So he's like, a little hesitant, and then he does it. And then now we wake up, and then you just see this little body just walking in the room and then getting in bed. I'm just like, oh my God. It's cute, but then like the other night he was in our bed and I had to go to work, and I was like, who the hell is snoring? So I'm like, okay, it's probably Johanna because she's pregnant and, whatever. And then I turn, it's Levi snoring in my ear like an old man.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's
Aw.
so loud. I'm just like, oh my gosh. But I don't know what it is, but he snores pretty loud.
Does he really?
Yeah, for only being like 2 years old. Usually it's a tonsil thing or like a weight thing.
Right.
But I mean, he's only 2. His weight's fine.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just.
It's probably really not anything to worry about at all.
I'm not worried about that. I mean, he'll grow out of it.
And honestly,
or he's gonna be out of my room.
Right.
Or I'm gonna lock my door.
Right. Well, if you really want to start a shit storm, we can start talking about, like co-sleeping and stuff.
Oh, we've done that.
Right.
We've done that when he's like sick. Or when he's like really little and she has to like get up like
Well, yeah,
a couple times
but
a
like
night.
there are some people that co-sleep with their kids until they're like 8 or 9 or
yeah, my
10
brother does
or
that.
15 or
I'm
something.
not about that. But
No.
I think they got like they did that for a while, but now I think they have like one big bed in the boys' room where they all sleep in. And then they have their room with the baby, but that's it. But it used to be they all slept in the same bed because I think their house was just like a 2-bedroom.
Right.
Or
It's
it
one
was
thing
like
to
a
do it out of
3-bedroom. It was
necessity.
like one was like a playroom, and then there was like a school room or something. But I'm like, my kids are not sleeping in my room, in my bed. I barely have enough room for myself.
Right.
Because Johanna likes to take up 90% of the bed.
That's the way Mark is too.
So
I'll tell you a really quick funny story. So the mattress on our big bed, the one that Mark sleeps in now,
yeah,
it's really I just can't
he
sleep
sleeps
on
in.
it.
Oh,
Well,
you guys sleep in separate
We
beds?
are sleeping in
Oh,
separate beds right now.
That's weird.
Because I cannot sleep on this, and we spent like $2,000 on this mattress. It's not that old. It's maybe
It's
5
like a
years old.
Tempur-Pedic one.
I don't know what it is. There is memory foam to it, which I would never buy memory foam again.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I like ours.
No, and like it's, where you sleep, it's
it
creating
divots.
these crazy divots, and it's. When I sleep in it, it hurts my shoulders and my hips. And so I was starting to have all of these issues, and I wasn't sleeping well. And so I decided, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to try sleeping in our guest room, which is the cheapest mattress on the planet. It's like, 6-inch mattress.
Oh, yeah.
On, the old box
Like the ones
spring.
in the hotels, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I sleep so good.
Is it really hard?
It is hard.
Yeah.
Yes. I sleep much better on that mattress. I don't have the body issues. So, long story short, we've been sleeping, yes, in separate rooms for, I don't know, a few months. And over the holidays, when we were with family,
Yeah.
Aaliyah, my daughter, she's talking. I don't know how she got onto the subject of sleeping in beds, but we're with the whole family, and she goes, "My mom and dad have a sleeping divorce." I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh man!
I was
well,
like,
it's not.
now I have to explain like why we don't sleep in separate, or why we don't sleep in the same bed. And I'm gonna be totally honest. Like, I struggle to sleep as it is. So my preferred sleeping arrangement would be
how it is.
how it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did that back in like if you ever watched that show Mrs. Maisel or whatever, it's on Netflix. It's about, I don't remember what time era, like the 20s or 30s or something. But like the parents slept in separate like twin beds.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's not like it's unheard of, but
I feel like that was more of like a modesty kind of thing back then.
Probably, yeah, because you catch your parents like pushing the beds together or pulling them apart.
Right. But no, for me, this is just about getting quality sleep, and I run, since we're kind of talking or whatever, and I know we're not doing a lot of tips today about, health and stuff, but I run into so many women who can't sleep, and one of the reasons that they can't sleep is either they're letting their dogs or their kids sleep with them, or their husband is like all over. Mark is all over the place when he sleeps, and
really?
he sometimes snores. And so, like, I'm fearful sleeping with him because I'm like going to get hit in the face, and he snores sometimes. And
well, yeah, Johanna moves, and she hit me once.
Right.
I think. I can't remember, but
and if you don't have any problem sleeping, more power to you. I'm constantly telling women that, hey, look, you need to find an arrangement that's going to work so you can
Yeah,
sleep.
that's why you have those sleep number beds that are like that one side's adjusts to firmness and
Yes.
elevation, and the other one does.
I'm so afraid to commit the money to that.
Oh yeah, it's like $5,000
At least.
Yeah,
At
it's
least.
stupid.
Right. But I don't think he and I are ever going to find a mattress that works for both of us.
Unless you get a sleep number.
Right. Sleep number. Come on.
Yeah.
Help us out.
Listen to these poor saps on Saturday recording.
All right, TJ. So why don't you give us an update on what's been going on with you for the past several months?
Several months. So I started a new job. I work in sales still, but it's in construction. I don't know if you guys know anything. It's rebar, so it's structural steel. Basically, they call you in, you bend it up, and you ship it out. It's pretty simple. Nothing too complicated. So I've been doing that for since October, so about 6 months almost. Yeah, no, 4 months. So I've been doing that, doing pretty well at it. Got a promotion to project management, which is pretty big. So that's exciting. I don't sound excited, but I'm ready to like.
Does TJ ever sound
No.
excited?
I'm gonna tear some stuff up. So, well, it's probably because my boss said, because we were in a meeting and we were talking about, oh yeah, TJ's gonna be doing that, and they the biggest concern for the other guys, because they've been doing this for a while, is like, well, he doesn't have any experience, and I don't, because I could look at blueprints, I'm like, oh, they look nice and blue. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I know what a door looks like from like grade school because it like swings open or like a window, but I couldn't tell you how much rebar is in this thing because I'm not that detailed, and I just don't necessarily care too much. But my boss was like stuck up for me. He's like, this kid might be cocky, but he's gonna get the job done and blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, yeah, I'm cocky because I'm confident I'm gonna get it done right. So. But I think that was their biggest trepidation because I've already stepped on their toes a few times.
Oh.
Not like bad. Like a customer called, for instance, a customer called in, was complaining about them or not like super bad. And we had a meeting about it. And I'm like, all you have to do is apologize, own that you suck, and then you'll be fine. And they're like, I'm not doing that. That's dumb. They should have reached. I'm like, just, it doesn't matter if you believe it, or they just need to believe it. I mean, I don't really care if it's just owning the situation. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, calm down.
Right.
But yeah, so I'm doing that. I announced that we're having our baby. It's going to be in early April. Johanna's hoping it comes like tomorrow because she's like done.
Is she really
yeah.
already?
It's because her back's. I think her back's worse this time than last time. So she's been going to a chiropractor for about 2 weeks now. Hopefully,
is it helping?
A little bit, but not. I mean, she still like limps around, like stomps, because it's just so locked up on the one side or the other. And she has one of her legs are shorter than the other, so that might contribute to that.
Absolutely.
And she talked to the chiropractor. She's like, should we get one of those like Theraguns just to like massage the back? Like, oh no, that could probably do more harm than good.
She having sciatic issue or
no? It's just locked up. Yeah, like she'll have like last night I bathed Levi, got him ready for bed because it was just so bad last night.
Wow. Which
is fine. I don't care. I'll just have to do whatever. But I don't know why. It's just this one. Yeah, she's just done. She's like, I hope she comes early. Levi was like 2 weeks early. I hope she gets early. I'm like, well, fingers crossed.
Right?
I also hope that the labor is not 24 hours either, because that was not fun. But yeah, so baby's due in April 8th.
And it's a girl?
It is a girl.
Yay.
Yes. No names. We're not telling, even if we have names, because you're going to tell me my name sucks, and I don't really care what your names are.
I wasn't actually going to ask you about names.
I'm telling everybody else that listens to this, because you know how everybody's like, oh, that's a terrible name. Why would you ever name your kid that? I'm like, well, lady or guy, you're single, not married. You go make a baby or do whatever, and then you can
Right.
lecture me on my kids' names. So
Right.
shove it for right now. So, yeah, we got babies coming, and then we bought a house recently.
Congratulations on that. It's a big step forward.
Huge step. It's in Brunswick. Those Brunswick levies will not pass because I am not paying an extra $20 a month in taxes, which is ridiculous. Those kids can stay in that old building because I was in an old building when I went to high school.
Oh, jeez.
I didn't cry. Yeah, $20 a month.
That's a lot.
Ridiculous.
It is a lot.
You know why? Because they want to tear the old buildings down, build new ones.
Yep.
And I have all these Medina moms. They're like, oh, levy this. I'm like, which levy is that? It better not be the tax levy because I ain't paying for that shit. Because my kid's not even going to go to public school. So I shouldn't be paying for it either way.
If you need an address for the hate mail, TJ's address is...
Yeah, that's fine. 1166 Warren Drive.
No.
Send it over. Send it over. But yeah, so I live on Warren Drive, which is hysterically my last name. So,
It is.
yeah, but we got a 3-bedroom house, basement, all that stuff. I don't know if I told you this, but so we bought it. I can't remember when, in early December. That we got keys on a Monday. We moved in Saturday. I was able to get the entire house painted within except for one room, which was hers, which we finished about a month ago. But we got the entire house painted within 4 or 5 days.
Wow.
So that's
awesome.
Yeah, so we did the ceilings, we did all the trim because it was wood.
Wow.
And we did it white, so it looks clean, doesn't look like dog shit.
Right.
And then we did the walls, obviously, but it looks really clean. It looks clean. That's the thing you want. I mean,
Oh yeah.
Especially when you buy a new house, if they didn't, and this one's been vacant for 2 years, so it's kind of just dirty. But yeah, we cleaned it all up and everything's good with that. But I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, baby, job, and house. But that takes up so much time.
Oh,
Especially,
yeah.
And then I got another announcement. I'm going back to school.
You are?
Yes.
For?
Business economics.
Wow.
So I'll get my bachelor's in that. School starts in 2 weeks.
Really?
It's online though, thank God.
Okay, so what are you? Is there a specific university? Is it local or is
it's not local. It's Ashford. You do.
Okay.
It's based out of California.
Okay.
But you do all this stuff online, and it's 5-week courses, so it's quick.
Is this something you're doing through your new job, or is this something you just decided to do
I'm
on
just
your own?
well, I probably need to get some more education. I feel like I grasp most concepts, but it's always, if you look at the statistics, let's just say most people that have a bachelor's degree earn $2 million more over the course of a lifetime, let's just say.
Okay.
Which is good.
Yeah.
All right. But if I also go from where I'm at somewhere else, having that degree will help. Or if I start my own business or whatever.
Oh,
so,
for sure.
Especially, but it's economic, so it's not like it's going to be unvalued. It's not like those artsy-fartsy degrees that you get women's...
environmental studies.
Well, that's good. That's interesting.
I know.
What's that? Women's studies or something? It's you get a minor in how to talk to women. That's the dumbest thing ever. You can't do anything like that. And if someone employs you just based on that degree, well, they're stupid. But I ain't hiring you. That's for sure.
Yeah, those are the degrees that you come out of college and you're like, oh, college was was just a really worthwhile experience.
Yeah, I learned absolutely nothing. I don't remember it because it doesn't have any pertinence on my life right now.
I was having a conversation with somebody recently about, trade schools versus going to a regular college. And
what did they say? I'm curious.
They were saying that going to a trade school these days is probably a lot more valuable.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I said, I would totally agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
For the cost, and you get real skills training.
Oh, yeah. Like HVAC.
Yes.
They make we paid our guy last night to look at our furnace. Oh yeah, my furnace went out last night. $80 for like an
Yay.
hour. He was only there
Home
for like
ownership.
yeah, great. So he was only there for like 20 minutes. Paid him $80. So that's fine. I don't care. But I mean, HVAC guys make a crap ton. Welders make a good money. I know that iron workers, because that's what we use at our job, they make really good money.
Mark was a union iron worker for 15 years. That's what
Really?
he, yep, that's what he did.
I mean, they make good money.
Yeah. I mean, my husband, he never went to college, so he's only got a high school diploma.
Yeah.
And he'll probably make more money than I could ever make because he has so many. He's so handy.
Oh yeah.
He can do electrical work. He can do plumbing. He can work on cars and trucks. And he could always go back to the ironworking too if he wanted to. So
I mean that's awesome.
yes,
I mean,
he is employable.
I don't like. I mean, I'm handy to a point, but I'm not. I don't. I'll pay someone else to do that stuff because I feel like if I like f it up, it's gonna be way worse. Like, I could do like minor stuff like brakes and
Right.
outlets changes, but if you're like, oh yeah, TJ, can we ride this house? No, I will pay you to do it handsomely. That's fine. Not touching it.
Well, there's nothing wrong with with
Yeah.
doing that.
Well, I'm
especially
not like
if
some of these guys nowadays. They can't get their hands dirty because their
Right.
nails are going to break or something. I don't know.
They're the.
You need to have some. You need to be somewhat handy, I think, at home.
I
But
would
if you
agree.
don't know everything, that's fine. Google and YouTube is an amazing source.
Right. Well, I mean, you should know, if your sink, if your sink plumbing breaks or something like that, you ought to know how to fix that. Simple stuff
At
that
least
you
turn
don't
your
have to
water
call.
off,
Exactly. Right.
which I know where it's at. I think I'll figure it out.
Jeez. Yeah, you probably should figure that
I
out
know where it's at. I don't-
before there's an issue.
No, I know where it's at. I just don't remember exactly right off
Right.
the top of my head.
Right.
Jeez. But yeah, so yeah, trade schools. I mean, all the guys we work with make like 24 to like 35 an hour or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Which is great. And I was talking to my brother-in-law because he's like, yeah, I want to go to school for welding. I'm like, go be an iron worker because guess what? They learn welding, they learn carpentry,
Yep.
they learn rod busting, all that within one school. You don't have to be specialized, but maybe you can flip between the three. But if you're good at welding, you can make really good money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a guy was telling me a story of this welder he came and interviewed, and he's like, yeah, I can put he brought a razor blade, and he put a bead of weld on the tip of the razor blade straight across.
Oh, my God.
And he's like, oh, yeah, you can't do that. So he's like, all right. He did it out in the shop while the guy was watching him. He's like, how much do you want?
Wow.
Because it's just hard to find. You have to be really good at it.
Yeah.
And I think you have to have the patience to do it or something. I don't know the technical ability behind that, but it's definitely something.
Well, my husband's got a shitload of patience. I know that. He
he
will
deals
keep
with you.
trying. Yeah,
And
he does.
He's
he
dealing
does.
with this.
And I am like the polar opposite. If something frustrates me, I'm like, I'm done. I give up.
Oh yeah,
You know,
I was
he
mad
did.
yesterday because I took the panels off the whatever it's called, I forget the furnace, and I'm like calling my dad. I'm calling my dad. I'm like, hey, I can't figure this out. And he's like, all right, it could be this. And I'm like trying to get the bottom panel on. I'm like, I don't know what the effing wrong with this freaking panel. So I'm like, put it on. He's like, do you have the right one? And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, no. I'm putting the top one on the bottom. I'm like, yeah, I'm an idiot. Didn't even see that.
See, that's what happens to me. Like, I'll call
I'm
Mark
like trying
and
to
be
smash the shit out of this thing to get it on too. So that's my problem.
if I can't, get the TV remote, we've got like 5 TV remotes, right? If I can't get the TV to work, I'm calling him like, what's wrong with the cable? Did you not pay the cable bill? And he'll be like, is the box plugged in?
Is it on?
I'll be like, no, it's not.
Yeah, we had that say. Yeah, another thing that happened just like this past week. So we dropped like $200 to get our fridge fixed because the fan was whatever. The guy was super nice. Got it fixed. No problem. Obviously, we got to get the furnace fixed, which was like $3,000. Awesome.
Yeah.
And then last weekend on our way to her dad's, I'm like outside with Levi. I didn't have my car keys on me, and I'm just like, oh, I'll play with Levi. And then Johanne comes up like, no! Locked us out of the house. I'm like, oh crap. And she's like, oh, what do we do? I'm like, well, we have a spare key for my car because my car was unlocked, thankfully. Otherwise, we've been locked out of our car, out of our house. Terrible. But so I have a spare key, so we got in my car, tried to like open it up ourselves. Ended up calling a guy to come fix it for like $200, $200
Oh my
for
gosh.
15 minutes of work.
Jeez.
I need to figure out how to do that, but I was like, you use the credit card, you try to like do that, didn't work because whoever, if you look at the inside of the door jamb, I swear like the cops kicked this door in like 15 times because it's all like splintered up.
Oh jeez.
I put if you try to break in my house, you ain't going to be able to because I couldn't. I put like these 4-inch screws into the plate. You know what a plate is? So you can't. I mean, you can't. You'd have to like rip the screws out because usually they put the like small ones.
Yep.
So I put the big ones in there. So I'm like messing with this. I'm like, I'm just gonna break this door. I'm like smashing into it. Nope, didn't work. So I had to call a guy to get it fixed.
The window right next to the door is open.
No, there was no window open. Tried the back door. All the windows are old, and I locked them all.
Right.
When I moved in, so needless to say, we bought 3 keys that day, and now we have extras.
There you go. Yep.
And Johanna's like, oh, we need to get one of those like cool fake rocks. I'm like, I'm not getting a fake rock. If you put a fake rock on the porch, they're gonna know it's fake.
Oh my god.
Like there's no hiding that. Everybody knows it's a fake rock. It's not even clever.
Fake rock.
Yeah, I was like, let's get something cool, like a fake, like they have like a fake sprinkler. That makes sense. Nobody's gonna check your like weird.
Probably
sprinkler.
Not, but now they will because
come
you're
to my
telling
house.
them.
That's fine. I'm getting my CCW in like 2 weeks, bro.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, so come at me. Send that hate mail too. I'll be ready for it.
I had a CCW once upon a time. It was a long time ago, though. I
never got it renewed.
Nope.
Yeah. My what spurred that was actually that church shooting in Texas. Did you see that on Facebook?
I did.
Did you watch the video?
No, I did not.
Oh, it wasn't that like graphic. It was kind of looked like out of like a movie type thing, but it was just kind of like surveillance.
Yeah, you know what? No, I think I did maybe
he's
see
on
that
the one
video.
side,
Yep, I know I did see that video. So
whatever.
Okay.
It got removed from Facebook. You couldn't find it, but I watched it a few times. Like, well, hell with this. I'm getting my thing now.
Right.
Bunch of crazy ass people running around shooting up churches. Not that I'm worried because all our stuff's locked and we got armed security everywhere.
Jeez.
We got German shepherds in the walls.
What?
Yeah, I'm just deterring people. No, but yeah, we're good. But I think like half of our people that attend or more are like ex-cops or something. So
wow,
I'm not worried at all.
You can't live your life worried.
Either way, I'm Alice trained. So
right, that's right.
I'm ready. Yeah. Oh, they actually changed. The funny thing about that, Alice, they actually changed their name. It's no longer Alice because they bought a bunch of different companies.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is it now?
Called Navigate 360.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't like it. Not a big fan. Don't care. Don't work there.
Either way, either name doesn't tell you anything about what the company does.
No. Yeah, right. Like even when I was interviewing the first time, I'm like, I don't even know what this place does. I actually had to look it up because I had no idea.
Yeah.
So.
Right.
All right. Well, hey, that's our recap for like the 7 months we've been gone. Because it's been at least 3 to 4.
Well, that was your recap.
Oh, okay, fine. Let's go to Kelly. Oh yeah, you have to talk about this interesting thing going on back over there.
Yeah.
All right, Kelly. That was my recap. I'm sorry, everybody. You have to stick around and listen to Kelly's.
Now you got to listen to mine.
But hers is even better.
No, it's really not.
So much better.
All right. So I think last year, a few months ago, I don't know, few months ago, which was last year.
Yeah, it was.
So, some of you, if you've been listening to the podcast, you know that I decided that I was going to open an infrared sauna business.
Which is amazing, by the way. Why?
What?
Our infrared's amazing.
Infrared sauna is amazing, but I think we should do a different podcast about that because I don't want to go too long.
Yeah, but you just tell them one tidbit. Why are they amazing? You burn calories in the sauna.
Gosh, that's always the one that people want to focus on, you know? Is
duh,
that like you can burn?
Because TJ hasn't worked out in a very long time. Well, I've been working out in the afternoon for like 20 minutes, and that's it.
Okay.
And I've been doing OMAD. I'm ready.
One meal a day?
Yeah, I feel great though.
Yeah, like no, I do too mad.
Two meals a day, or you get too mad because you haven't ate all day.
Sometimes
Which one
yes,
is it?
sometimes it doesn't work out well for me. But
yeah.
I can't do just the one meal a day. I like food too much.
Well, I don't mind it because I'm like I feel like I'm more productive at work because I don't have to worry about lunch.
That. Yep.
I do sleep in my car though at lunchtime.
You do?
I take a nap.
Oh,
hell yeah!
That's awesome.
I got those nice heat warmer seats.
Yeah.
Just crank that thing all the way up. Let it run for like 15 minutes. Your whole backside is on fire, and go to sleep. You're good.
It's freaking like the infrared sauna.
It's awesome.
So I came up here last night. I'm like addicted to this thing. Seriously, if there can be an addiction to,
at least it's not drugs.
No, but it must give you a pretty damn good dopamine hit.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
When you use it, because every night I'm like, I tell my husband, I'm like, I need to drive up there. I need to drive up to Medina.
It's probably burning she was probably smoking all that pot in her youth, and it's just, all the cells are releasing all that, whatever.
I'm going to tell you something right now. I have never smoked a cigarette, and I have also never smoked a joint.
That's what she says.
I use the gummies.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, those taste terrible.
I love how they taste.
They're yuck. What is it? THC or T?
Yeah, THC.
Yeah, I tried one because a lady at the store gave me one. It's, I think, Acorn Vitamin. Yeah, where you went? Was it?
You can't get THC gummies at the vitamin store.
Where's that place that you recommended me to go get that oil balm?
Oh, well, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember, but it's over like by Rittman or something.
Yeah, she gave me a gummy.
Had but there's no way that it had THC.
Oh, CBD. Yeah, those gummies.
Yeah, no, you're not gonna get THC gummies without.
Sorry, I'm not versed in pot.
Oh my god, I am kind of versed in this stuff. It's exciting.
Okay. Anyways.
Anyway, all right, that's a whole other podcast right there.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Anyway,
right.
So let's recap.
So yes, you can. The science behind infrared sauna, there is some science that says that when you sit in an infrared sauna for, 30, 40 minutes, whatever it may be, that you burn about as many calories as going for a slow jog or a brisk walk. So, I might, sitting in the infrared sauna, I might burn 300 calories in 30 minutes. So it's awesome. I still don't ever recommend that people try and use that as a replacement for exercise.
Oh, yeah. I don't doubt that.
I think for some people, like, let's say you're depressed and you struggle just to get out of bed and, thinking about exercising isn't going to happen. Or if you have a health issue that prevents you from exercising, it's a great option. But the other benefits in my mind far outweigh, and like I said, I feel so great after I get out of the sauna. I'm relaxed. I've been sleeping better. So anyway, I don't want to go into the benefits because I think that would be maybe a good podcast to talk about, like how biohacking kind of stuff.
Yeah, we'll do that.
But long story short, I had found a space that was going to work out really well. I think this was like back in September, October.
It was like one of our last ones that you announced.
Yes. And I've been thinking about doing this business for, I don't know, almost a year. And I had mentioned it in a networking group that I'm involved in. And a realtor that I'm really good friends with, he's also, he's an awesome business coach. His name is Sam Livingston. He was moving his business into a new space, and it's a really large space. And he's like, hey, why don't you consider opening your sauna business within my space? And I'll give you a good deal. And it's right on the square in Medina. And I honestly couldn't say no. I could not beat the deal he was going to give me. So as I'm rambling on here, it turns out in the end that the space is not going to work for us for various reasons, including the fact that we don't really get along with the owners of the building, and I think that they just kind of want us out, and there's some fire code issues and with how we would need to build the walls to make the sauna rooms private.
Right.
So long story short, we have to vacate where we are, even after we've already done some of the construction and wall building, and we have one sauna up and running, which I'm using as much as I can before we have to move.
You didn't build the other 3.
What's that?
You didn't build the other 3 before, did you?
No.
You just had the one built.
We just had the one standing, and I'm so glad that we didn't put more work into it.
Is it a pain to take them apart? Well, you'll find out.
Actually, it's not that bad.
Okay.
They go together really easily, and I'm assuming that they will come apart just as easily. I'm hoping, though, that we don't have to cart these things all the way back to my house for storage until we find a new space. So, Medina, you guys have been so great in supporting me. I'm getting phone calls. I'm getting emails. People want to know when it's going to be open. And by the way, the business's name is Hot Bods. So,
who won that, by the way?
Her name is Jennifer, and she owns a business. She and her boyfriend own a business just down the street from here. It's called RizTech. And she won the contest. RizTech. It's a computer. They sell computers, but he also does like computer repair.
Oh, is he over by Papa John's? No,
like
that's
the ice
else.
cream. He's on the block with Lemonberry.
Never heard of it.
No?
Nope.
You should. Oh, they are the nicest people. So, and if you have an issue with your electronics, if anybody's going to be able to fix it,
I usually just throw them away at that point.
Well, no, I went in there because when I got back from a vacation, I think I'd gotten salt up into like my phone, the port.
Oh,
like salt water or something?
Well, yeah, you don't go swimming with your phone.
I didn't. Apparently the salty air or something. Actually, it turns out it was an issue with that particular Android phone, the S8. But they were so helpful in kind of getting me worked around that issue until I got a new phone. So no, super helpful people. So that's who won the name contest.
Cool. It's awesome.
But yes, it's called Hot Bods, and I do have a website up and running, and that is hotbodssauna.com. So I'll be posting updates there, and I also have a Facebook page for it. But I do want to thank all of the people in Medina who are supporting me. I know that you guys want to see it open. It's just at this point, I don't really know when we're going to be open because I'm searching for a new space that I can afford.
It'll be soon.
It'll be soon. I have now. I've got a space in mind, so it's my plan B, and I'm waiting to hear back. So fingers crossed that I will be able to move into that space and we'll get up and running very shortly.
Good. That's awesome.
So yeah, that's pretty much my update.
Just your Hot Bod studio.
Hot Bods. Yep.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
Oh my gosh.
No babies.
Well, yeah.
We're not moving.
Yeah, babies.
My husband and I have
babies would be hilarious.
My husband and I have a sleeping divorce, which will prevent the babies.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that's funny. All right, well, hey, we'll sign off on this one. We'll hit you back here in like 5 minutes, but thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
See you next time.
Hey, everyone, this is TJ and
Kelly
with the Initiative Project Podcast. If you like what you heard, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions you'd like us to cover, please email us at initiativepodcast@gmail.com. See you next time.